Yo, I told y'all we had a special guest. I told y'all this was my brother. This is my guy. We love each other, but I told y'all my team and his team, they hate each other, but I do not hate him at all. I'm so happy they decided to be here. We got my guy, one of the funniest, most incredible, electrifying people on and off the football field, one of the best defensive linemen to ever play the game. My guy, Cam Jordan. Thanks for joining the show, my brother.
Lord, that's an intro. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man. Yeah. Hey, Cam, so we're gonna get into the football and all that, but for a second, I want kind of you to tell the people about what makes Cam Jordan, because one thing we've always seen, we've seen the program photos. Obviously, we've seen all the different program photo looks, but just the energy you bring on and off the field, how entertaining you are and everything you do off the field, the creativity. I want to talk to you a little bit about the touchdown celebration, where that comes from, but just what makes Cam Jordan.
Man, I don't know. Like, it's not something I have to try and be. It's something I've always been.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been somebody who wakes up at 6 a.m. singing at the top of the stairs till mom comes down and brings down the hammer. Like
Right.
shut your mouth. Everybody else is asleep.
Right.
I've always ran my butt off until it's about 8:30 at night, and then I crash out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So now that I'm an adult, I do the same thing. 6
Right.
a.m. I'm in here, hyperbaric chamber rehab, getting the juice flowing, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. And it shows, man. And to your point, you just said what you're doing, hyperbaric chamber, different things, man. You're the Saints all-time leader in sacks. That is not an easy feat for any NFL team to be at the highest level of competitors and to lead an organization in any category. In the history of football, your organization, you lead the organization in sacks. What has been your key to your longevity and just making your game, taking it to the next level? You're all-decade player. Again, to be one of the best players ever, but for sure for that 10-year span, man, not easy to do, to be that consistent, but you've been consistent your entire career. What's your secret, man? What's the key?
Keep calm,
Mm-hmm.
and always strive to reach new levels. That's the whole point of life is trying to continue to advance. So when I think about year to year, from year 1 to year 2, year 10 to year 11, year 13 to year 14,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to improve some aspect of the game. So not being complacent. You got to keep it fresh. Whether that's a spin move, that's a chop, that's a
Right.
Gerald McCoy jump through the
Yeah.
B gap. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to do any and everything, and always try to evolve the game.
Yeah. So what has been the evolution of you? When I say that, I say from where you were to where you at right now, where the team is at, the mindset of how you had to evolve as a player, but not just as a player, but for going from a rookie into a Pro Bowl, all pro player, now to a leader and a vet on a team. What has been your mindset and what is the team's mindset currently? And how has that had to change as you've been through different waves as far as what the Saints have been through in your career?
Man, man, you know things come full circle. It's like
Mm-hmm.
when you were a kid and you're like 10, 11 years old, and you was out there playing football with your friends, and you look around and you come into class and you funky, and you're like, oh, bo, that's where you got to start using deodorant. But when you go out there, you literally like, oh, this is something I got to adapt to. My body's changing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a kid, you have to start applying deodorant, start taking extra showers, whatever that is. Now that you're an adult, a defensive end, going from a rookie to a vet to a super vet,
Yeah.
seeing as much success as an NFC championship game to being in unfamiliar places, like losing 5 games in a row for the first time in my professional career.
Mm-hmm.
You sit there and like, all right, I have to adapt. I have to change. What can we do to get back to a winning situation?
Yeah. Sean Payton and Dennis Allen. When
Hmm.
I look at them, I competed against Sean Payton. It's great that I played in this era because I'm on TV right now with Steve Mariucci and Kurt Warner, who Steve coached back more further back then, and then and Kurt played. I don't think Kurt played 20, 25 years, something like that, something crazy. I can't think
Man,
of how long it's been, but they haven't played in this era. And the thing that I love is that I get to talk about coaches right now that I played against. And I have a lot of experience with playing against Sean Payton, preparing for Sean Payton, and having so much respect for what he's done and what he was. So when I see different characteristics and I get to talk about like the Broncos currently or what he might be thinking, I'm like, well, I know not from being in the building, but competing against him, what he may be thinking and what we had to prepare for. So seeing him and kind of the similarities to almost how they walk, him and Dennis Salad, to how they carry the card, everything, that mannerisms on the sideline is cool to see. But what is some of the differences you've seen, or just kind of playing for one versus playing for the other? Because Dennis, he been your D coordinator for a long time, but it's different when you're a coordinator going into a head coach. I had the opportunity to be around him at the Pro Bowl. Cool dude. Loved him to death. But when I see him on that sideline, man, it's a different type of energy when you actually preparing and having to be a head coach or a coordinator for that team. So what's the kind of the differences or similarities that you've seen?
yeah, I mean, I think the similarities would be the calm demeanor that
Mm-hmm.
they have Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
DA is just consistent. Like these are the emphasis, these are the focal points. This is where we're going to drill home. And even on game day, DA is now, consistent as they come. This is what we need to get back to. This is what we got to focus on. We talked about this all week. This is how we win. We got to get to, stick to our script and continue our way.
Mm-hmm.
Sean is Monday through Saturday even kill, and on Sunday kill switch. I don't even know if he remembers what he'll say or do during a game time. And
Yeah, yeah.
after then he's back to Sean Payton. He's
Yeah.
SP during the game day though.
Yeah, he's a different guy, man. And I said that about Derek Carr. I said the guy who led on TV. I said the guy who led our Bible study in Vegas was Derek Carr, but the guy who grabbed his crotch and did a Michael Jackson celebration is DC. So he got two different personalities too. But current state of the team, you said this is the first time that you in your career that y'all have lost 5 in a row. You played against us, I've done that more than once, multiple
hmm
times.
Yeah,
So I know how to adjust to that. What's been the adjustment? Where's the current mind state of the team? I know you said y'all just met as a defensive line, so you're leading properly, obviously, to take those next steps to get back on track. But where's y'all's mindset at right now moving forward?
man. After a Thursday game, you got a couple days. It's like
Yeah,
not a bye week, but a mini bye week. It gives you time to refocus.
right.
Um, it's the idea that either one, you get healthy because you got a couple extra days to do so, or two, push yourself harder because it's time to push yourself to the limits to get back to the column. You have to be able to take your positives, make them strengths, take those negatives, and eliminate the weaknesses. And you got to do that in rapid time. So we look at the last two games, and we had more missed tackles than we did the last, man,
Yeah,
first 5 games.
yeah.
So you got to be able to eliminate those.
I got you. So tell us all where the sack celebration came from. I gotta know.
The idea that my rookie year, I had one sack,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted me to be a run stopper.
Right, right.
So 13 years later, Saints all-time sack leader, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro,
Yeah. All
2010s
that.
decade, whatever.
All that.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what they wanted. They wanted me to be a
Right.
run stopper. So I
Yeah.
was like, hey,
Hey,
every one
will you
counts. I'm
add it?
taking it to the next level.
Will you evolved it? Will you evolved it to this? I said, oh yeah, 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 that's different. I love it, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you representing everything you represent as a husband, family man, as a pro. One of the greatest on and off the field. I believe my man is just scratching the surface. He will be a even bigger superstar after football because he's one of the most entertaining people I've ever been around, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Holla at you.
Hey, that's high praise. That's high praise. And there's never been any hate between the Saints and the Buccaneers. It's
Yeah,
always been the Buccaneers trying to create hate with the Saints, and I don't understand it.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
understand it.
yeah. I mean, we couldn't beat y'all, man. It is what it is. Whatever. All right, love you, bro.
Always, my guy.